Salaam Alaykum. This is Shaykhibrahim Ansari. Today's talk is about kingship or queenship. Sometimes the marsh of nefs seems way too massive. It can often feel as if you're facing some kind of massive weed infestation in the swamp of your mind. And no matter how much you yank, chop, or burn away the weeds, it just feels like there's even more waiting to overgrow and strangle your little world. You know, there was a time when there were kings and queens who controlled the land, raised armies, collected taxes, and supported the village. But royalty was not always inherited, but it was procured through trial, combat, and sometimes a quest of spiritual or dragon-like natures made a king or queen. Their real power was not command, but by respect. This kind of esteem is hard-earned. Usually this kind of honor is gathered not just through making many mistakes, but learning from them. It's one thing to make mistakes, it's another to understand the lesson. Are you learning from your mistakes? A king or queen grows through the alchemy of experience, and each experience is examined and squeezed for all the juice that one can acquire. So, if you want to understand people, if you want to know how to make friends, and have consequential and deep conversations, you need to know who you are and what you are. We learn who we are through challenges, and challenges come from trying to understand other people's points of view. The more we can understand why someone thinks the way they do, the easier it is to enter into a discussion that is enlightening and inclusive. Now, I'm talking about queens and kings because this is what we need to be in order to rule over our nefs. You need to take the throne and bring the horde of habits to their knees. They need to pay obeisance to their ruler. You need to accept the role of the one who is in charge, and to take responsibility for all the actions of your minion. These are your people. They look to you for approval and direction. And you certainly do not want one of them to be telling everyone what to do, because that would be weird and biased. Even though every single one of them wants your throne, you have to stay strong and defend it properly. Now, there's many of us who do not feel worthy of taking responsibility for this village of idiots. But this is what we're given, and we must do the best we can with what we have. So, what's this called? What would you call it? Growing up, yes. Or another word for it might be maturity. And if you don't feel worthy of accepting the royal scepter, that means that there is already another nefs sitting on the throne. Your throne. What are you going to do about it? Salaam Alaykum, murids, seekers, curious, and interested listeners. We appreciate you and are happy to share our Sufi message. Your donation will help support our Sufi Center in Sydney, where we do zikr, sohbet, spiritual counseling, and healing services. We believe the message should be free, but it costs equipment, rental, services, software, and hardware to get this to you. So thank you for choosing our podcast among all the millions available. If you go to our website, ansarisufiorder.org, you will be able to donate through PayPal whatever you think this information is worth to you. Blessings and love, the Australian Ansari Sufi Order.